Update on the bird flu. The latest outbreak is impacting Hopkins-based Michael Foods. Its parent company, Post Holdings, confirmed that an egg supplier of theirs in Iowa tested positive for that virus last week. Heidi's on the show tonight to talk about the changes to this virus and how it's made it harder to control. Hey, Heidi.
Hi, Jana. This facility alone houses about 4.5 million hens. That's about 12% of Post's egg supply. Since the outbreak started in 2022, avian influenza has affected more than 100 million poultry all across the United States. For nearly 3 years, an outbreak of avian influenza has had dramatic impacts on the country's livestock and poultry industry.
And if you've been to the grocery store lately, you recognize the price of eggs has really gone up quite a bit even lately, and has remained high actually even with the pandemic.
Jeff Bender is a professor in the Hughes School of Public Health in the College of Veterinary Medicine. He also serves as the director of the Upper Midwest Agricultural Safety and Health Center. Bender says he expects egg prices to go up again after Michael Food Supply was hit when a facility in Iowa tested positive for bird flu, about 12% of Post Holdings supply.
I think one of the things that's really disturbing, one is that the Midwest is probably the largest producer of table eggs in the country.
And Bender says avian influenza is spilling over into other animals.
Mammals that we haven't seen before. That includes, a number of just, foxes, coyotes, marine mammals, etc., all those type of animals that are affected. But then also even bird species that we haven't really traditionally seen, like birds of prey, raptors, or eagles and hawks and that type of thing as well.
It's not just eggs. Bird flu was found in dairy cows for the first time in March, according to the CDC. The USDA is ordering testing across the nation's milk supply over bird flu concerns. The virus has spread to more than 700 dairy herds across 15 states, most recently linked to raw milk in California.
The good news is pasteurization kills this virus, but again, it signals this evolution of the virus into different species and the challenges that it poses as we try to control it. Always worried about that next pandemic. Is it going to basically allow for person-to-person transmission?
The virus can infect people.
It's mostly direct contact. The thing is concerning is that there are some cases that don't have, and those are rare. And so the real question is that an example of person-to-person spread? At this point, we have not seen any person-to-person spread of this H5N1 here in the United States.
But all these things stress to Bender the importance of controlling the virus.
This virus is changing, and with it, we may need to change on how we deal with this influenza outbreaks. So I think we need to start thinking outside the box of how do we actually think about control in the future.
Bender says one thing that does not get discussed enough when talking about this issue is the real impact it can have on rural communities and people's mental health. When the virus gets into a barn, it virtually kills the barn. That can cause a lot of stress for the farmers. Jana.